Hi, my name's Vernon Wells.
Hi, this is Bill Duke.
Hi, this is Jeff Loeb.
My name is Stephen D'Souza.
I'm Ray Don Chong, and you're about to watch Commando.
One of the best films you will ever see, talk about, or analyze.
Based on my own experiences in the United States Army, where I face death every day.
Ooh, this is one of my favorites.
Let's party.
Hi everybody. As you can tell, I'm very busy doing a film called Commando.
Commando was a quintessential 80s action film and started the whole trend of action films. There were many 80s action films, like Predator came out of this. So it's really the granddaddy of these type of action films. I first met Joel at a Playboy Mansion party, and we were sitting there in our pajamas. He was sitting next to me, and I started talking to him. And I knew the movie 48 Hours, so you produced 48 Hours. And we really hit it off. He was a fantastic guy. And he said, listen, right there on the spot, I have a script, my next movie after 48 Hours. You'd be perfect to direct it. I said, what is it? He says, Commando. I said, can I read the script? He said, no, if you read the script, you'll never do the movie.
In the initial first round of conversations, this was a story about a guy who had been an Israeli soldier who actually had turned his back on violence.
My people got some business with you. And if you want your kid back, then you gotta cooperate. Right?
Not the movie they make.
Wrong.
The assignment here was to tailor a picture that would fit Arnold's, bigger-than-life persona, and that could start in the real world. So they basically said, let's see if we've got something that's been in here at Fox that was, in the ballpark, and we actually sort of went through, stacks of things, and I was sent a bunch of things to read, and one of these things was Loeb and Weissman's property for like sort of a rather different movie, and I said, this is something that I think could become the project for Arnold.
John, come on out. It's Kirby.
I know.
Silent and smooth, just like always.
You better be. You taught me.
So I read the script, and they had pitched the story, and then he says, okay, we have a rewrite. It's going to be Steve D'Souza. But now we have to really make sure Arnold's doing the movie, and he wants to know what the story is.
And Joel said, okay, let's go. I said, where? He said, we're gonna go see Arnold. And I go, but well, wait a minute, we need to plan it or tie. He says, no, he's going out of town, we gotta go right now.
So they brought Arnold together with Steve D'Souza and myself and Joel Silver, and we had a meeting. They said, Steven D'Souza is going to act out the movie for Schwarzenegger.
And then we went over and I plopped down. He says, all right, tell him.
John, we've got a problem. Someone's killing your men.
Who is doing it?
You've made enemies all over the world, John. It could have been the Syrians, the South Americans, the Russians, or a terrorist group. They're gonna find you.
I'm telling him I've got him hooked. And then at one point in the story I say, and then you say,
You're a funny guy, Sully. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
I'm going to kill you last. And then I realized they had sort of slipped into my normal cocktail party imitation of Arnold, and he gave me this look. And Arnold said, I like this picture. I'm not the caveman running around with no clothes. I'm not a robot running around with no skin. I'm playing a part John Wayne could play, wearing clothes for a change. And I'm a person from now, today, and for 5-10 minutes before all the shooting and killing, I'm a normal person with a child and a home life. Anyway, the thing was you have a very unique personality with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And so It's not unusual in Hollywood that when they buy a script from a first-time writer, that he gets one pass and then they say, okay, well, now we have to go and get somebody that really knows what they're doing. Whereas we would have loved to have stayed and gone through the entire process.
And I learned a really important lesson in the movie business. It's not the script, it's the packaging, it's the marketing. And that was this film where they had Schwarzenegger, they had a great concept, the script was going to come, they had a writer. So who wants to sit in development for years like filmmakers do? That's what the thinking, and the studio needed a picture, because Larry Gordon's on the phone at the studio going, we're dying here, we got to have this movie right away, we need pictures, we're paying this pipeline for distribution, no movies, shoot Commando.
Stand by for picture. Mark.
In the directing of Commando, I approached it like most of my films. I tried to develop movies as pop art. And the one thing with even Joel I was in really cahoots with was this idea of exaggerated reality, to make things big as entertainment.
Attention all units. Emergency on a theater level. Suspect, 6'2", brown hair. He's one gigantic motherfucker.
It's camp. I was watching it the other night and we were doing stuff. There was a lot going on. The lines were always like not only double entendre, but there was all sorts of stuff happening in that. Yeah, it was definitely charged.
This famous, phone booth scene, like the very last moment of Casablanca. Get away from that phone. And then pulling the wires out.
You guys know that this is going to come that far, right?
So I said, look, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's not going to pull the wires out of the wall. I said, you should pick up the whole phone booth.
Arnold is exactly what Hollywood loves. So it's all about fantasy. And Arnold is a perfect specimen, unlike me. How did I even have a career?